Good morning, everyone. My name is Specialist Williams, and today I'll be giving you an unclassified briefing on the foundation of Army leadership. I've chosen to give you this presentation today without the use of a PowerPoint for the simple fact that PowerPoints honestly bore me. And I love this topic, so I want to relate to you all and give it to you as raw and uncut as I possibly can with just simple dialogue, hoping that you will eventually love it just the way I love presenting it for you. So let's continue. When you think about the foundation of Army leadership, it seems pretty textbook, as if everybody knows exactly what it is, hand in hand. You don't even really have to Google anything, you can just write it out. However, for fun and entertainment purposes, let me give you a couple of definitions. So, the definition of Army is a large number of people or things typically formed or organized for a particular purpose. Pretty straightforward, yes. And then the definition of leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. Also pretty straightforward. And then when you literally type in the definition for Army leadership, is just someone who inspires and influences people to accomplish organizational goals. So when you listen to all three of those definitions of Army leadership and then Army leadership, they all intertwine with one another. They're all jointly connected in some way or shape or form. The definitions sound quite similar now. However this may be, I do not feel that it accurately represents the foundation of Army leadership. And I put emphasis on foundation because foundation is the root. Foundation is the cause. Foundation is what makes up the whole. It is the bottom. It's the ground. It's the beginning. And I don't believe you can truly find the beginning or the source of something through common means such as internet or textbook. But it's something that you know within yourself. When you want to find the root cause of something, you look within yourself now. So I feel to completely understand the foundation of Army leadership, it starts with self. So my definition of the foundation of Army leadership is with three things. Those three things being values, those three things being worldly tactics, and trauma. So let me go into detail for you. Values. When it comes to values in the foundation of Army leadership, I think of things such as empathy, honesty, guidance, challenge, support, and followership. To be a leader, it's more than just what you may see. It's more than just getting in front of a group of people and telling them what to do, how to do, and when to do it. The groundwork of leadership starts by understanding those that you're trying to lead. You have to be worthy of following. You cannot want to be a leader. You cannot stand in front of a group of people. You cannot truly say, I am a leader, and not be worth following. You have to know that you were once a follower before. You have to empathize with these people, understand them. We're all different. We're different backgrounds. We have all different problems and purposes going on. You have to be able to empathize, understand, place yourself in their shoes, encourage them, and uplift them, challenge them. Everything about being a leader is within yourself. It is how you portray yourself. It's how you act. It's what pours into yourself that you can then pour out to others. The foundation of leadership, the foundation of Army leadership, starts within yourself. Anyone can just be thrown in the leadership position, but it's what did you do while you're in that position? How do you make you go from just a simple leader that everyone is thrown into this position to one that makes change, one is an effective leader, one that shows the root and the cause of what the Army is. So upholding those values, empathy, honesty, challenging, guidance, support, and followership, I believe starts that foundation. So then you move on to trauma. And when people hear trauma, they automatically think the worst. And honestly, it is, it's a deathly experience. It's a horrible, it's an experience that shapes you or breaks you, honestly. It is honestly what you make it. But I believe that trauma is included in the foundation of Army leadership because what do people think when they think of the Army? Honestly, when you ask, regular civilians, hey, oh yeah, I'm in the Army, the first thing they think is, oh, you're going to war, or you fight. Or you get the question that I get the most. Do you kill people? Have you shot somebody? How many people have you killed, Deja? Like, as soon as you tell any civilian who has no clue about what the Army is specifically, They always want to know your kill card, your kill score. How many? And it's automatically thought about so ugly and nasty and war and losing limbs. Movies showing the PTSD and the trauma that people go through. Loss, hurt, pain, suffering. It's all associated with being in the Army. And it's all associated with the groundwork, the foundation of it. All of that leads back to the foundation of Army leadership. If you want to be a leader, you have to know what all is laid in that groundwork. It's more than just, like I said, it's more than just speaking to a group of people and telling them what to do. Along with having those values instilled within yourself, you also have to know what comes with that groundwork, which is true trauma. People are going through things in this military. People are hurting, people are fighting, people are losing. And if you want to be a true leader, you have to understand that. You have to empathize with that, and you have to feel that. And then more so, you have to deal with your own. Because if you are in the Army, you've experienced some type of trauma in some sort of way or shape or form. If you are in, you have experienced some sort of trauma. It may not be some big thing to everyone else, but it may have been big to you. Trauma comes with this territory. And if you want to be a leader, you have to know that. You have to feel that. You have to respect that. And you have to deal with that. Because you have to deal with it within yourself, as well as those who are following behind you. So not only do you have values, not only do you have trauma, but then you also have worldly tactics. When I say worldly tactics, I mean those superstitions, those things that they just placed on us. Just, oh, the Army is this, or the Army is that. Or when they, anytime you're depicted in movies, it's so yelling and screaming and fussing and fighting, and everybody's just at each other's head and necks. But what is the Army? The Army is a group of one sound, one mind, one body, moving for one purpose. So a lot of us in it. A lot of us make it up. A lot of different backgrounds, ethnicities, purposes, everything. We're all from all over the world. But we all come together to serve one purpose. We are one family. And it's so easy to get divided when we lose sight of that. When people think of leadership, it's so many forms of leadership that we see in the world. And it's so easy to take on the form of the nastiest ones. Dictatorships. People telling you what to do, how to do it, manipulating. People getting into it because they want the power. They want the control. Not because they want to actually be worth leading. Not because they actually want to help. Not because they actually want to guide. Not because they actually care. Not because they've been there before and they want to help someone when they didn't have any help. Not because they want to make a change. It's so easy to get caught up in the rank. It's so easy to get caught up in the position and the title. That's why I say worldly tactics is also in the foundation of Army leadership. Because you have to remember who you are and what you're doing this for. Army leadership is something that should be prized possession, worthy. You should be ready, When someone says you're about to be E5, that's not, okay, it's just another rank. No, it's something to be proud of, something to uphold, something to mean something. But it gets so easily lost in the sauce. You have to remember where you come from, where you've been, and where you're trying to go. Values, trauma, worldly tactics make up the foundation of Army leadership. Just being a good damn person. Do I have any questions? If you have any questions later on, just look within yourself. I promise you'll find the foundation of Army leadership. I thank you, everyone, and have a good day.